sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Arizona Cardinals. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Murray. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Murray going to throw. That is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Murphy on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, this from 34. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the gun, Forbes.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Jackson.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Forbes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and 10, Forbes. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Forbes. Over the middle to Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Forbes. And it's caught.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. Fights loose. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a give to Edmonds. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Again, Murray will keep it.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They run it here with Edmonds. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7.
Raiders 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Forbes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Forbes. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
1st down, Arizona.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Raiders 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now a throw here, hauled in.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw. Forbes. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Forbes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Bryan Edwards as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Moore.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Looking to throw on second down. Forbes.
And that nearly intercepted. But it's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
To throw on third down. Forbes. He finds his target, Beckham.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Throwing on first down. Forbes. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back to throw. Forbes. It's caught by OBJ. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Forbes. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down now, Edmonds. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Cardinal first down.
Murray a give to Edmonds on the option. Edmonds a first down and more. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 74 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Murray a give. This is Connor.
Bulldozes past him. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On play action, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Prater for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Cardinals 24, Raiders 14. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Edmonds. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run with Edmonds again. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Connor is in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
to throw on 2nd down. Forbes. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Forbes. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to throw again. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Again, he'll drop to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Runs over him. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 21 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Looking to throw. Forbes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Javon Kinlaw. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And he'll look downfield for Waller.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Jacobs.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 5 brings up
Jacobs again.
That he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
21.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 11 now. They run the counter. Edmonds. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Prater's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their